God is we invest. Invest in our members and staff development. We invest in new technology. We invest in new products. And we invest in infrastructure to better our service. Now, the result of these three, caring, sharing, and investing, the result is that we grow. We grow together. We grow our business together. And we grow together to realize our members' dream and at a sustainable level. Sabi nga, ikwento nga ni Mrs. Limhoco, ni Gay, sabi niya, nung kausap ni Tony Tan Capcho, yung CSD na yun, yung presidente ng franchise sa US, nadalawa lang ang kanyang store niya. But look at Jollibee now. Almost 2,000 store nationwide and abroad. And the number one food chain. Philippines is the only country na hindi number one ang McDonald's pagdating sa fast food. Tinalo siya ni Pampaso ng Jollibee. Now, anong impact niyan? When you dream, nanaginip ka rin lang dream big. At lagi mo sinasabi, meron nga akong isang kinausap ng isang araw. Sabi ko nga hindi mo naman kaya yan, sabi niya. As a man speaker, so is he. Kung ano ang pag-iisip mo at kung ano ang sinasabi mo, magiging ganun ka. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So kung magbibitaw rin na naman tayo, sabihin na natin na nilalaki tayo. We can do this. And the attitude should be, we can always do it. Kaya natin. So we go together so that our members will enjoy life. Ang importante kasi, hindi nang basta marami kang pera, is we enjoy life. Being healthy while being wealthy. Ang sarap naman nun, di ba? Malusog ka na at may pera ka pa. True enjoyment. Ang hirap yata ng marami kang pera at wala ka nang ginawa kundi gastahin mo yung pera mo para pampapagamot. So, hindi ka magiging masaya. Kanina, in-interview ako yung vlogger, yung happiness. Sabi ko, you'll never be happy if you're sick. It is very hard to be happy when you are sick. So, the genuine caring, sharing, investing, and growing can only be possible under God's guidance. Can only be possible under God's guidance, which is represented by the big hands. Yon. Patalawa na. The small hand represents Legande, caring for our members and consultants. And the big hand represents God's hand. So siya yung guiding force in this business. Now the big and small hands are also represented as big and small swan. Swan. Alam niyo yung swan, research ko yung swan. So they are the heaviest flying bird, pinakamabigat. Okay? Pinakamabigat. And they fly as a team. Kaya makikita niyo yung formation. Ang formation nila pag lagi. Ganun. So that yung the wind ng they form like that so that yung wind resistance nakukubera yung mga nasa likod. At laging nagpapalit ng leader. Parang nakapanood na kayo yung team na ng Tour Luzon, mga tour, mga bike. Pag mahina ang team, kailangan kasi para gusto mo manalo, yung tumatarangko, yun ang una lagi. Yan yung tumatarangko. Pag napagod na yun, may papalit. Kasi it's really very hard when you are on the lead and you are trying to make sure that you are on the lead, nakakapagod yun. Unlike yung sumusunod ka lang, kanya pag napagod na yun, papalit ng bago. It's the same team effort, even though wala silang ganung utak, but by instinct, they are a team player. The swan are a team player. And the swan, team player na mataas lumipad. Unlike the eagle, they fly alone. They soar high, but they fly alone. But the swan, they fly by team, and they help each other. Now, the big swan represents that God is the real leader and owner of the company Legande. And the small swan represents the company and its member working as one team in achieving our common goal to develop successful entrepreneurs. So yan yung that's my advocacy. Produkto kasi ako ng first quarter store. So may pagka-nationalistic din ako. Kahapon kamiting si Deputy Speaker, Brother Eddie Villanueva. Tayo kami and then we're sharing experiences and we're sharing the vision for the country. And our vision is we have to develop successful entrepreneurs and also to develop healthy citizenry. Now the L, take note, there is an L there. L stands for Legande, wanting each members to have a legacy to be handed down to the next generation. A residual income they can pass on to their children and children's children. The Bible says that a good parent provides for their children's children. So hindi lang daw hanggang children, kung hindi hanggang ako. So if you follow, that's God's mandate. Provide for the children's children. So therefore, the legacy that we want to pass on is biblical. And I'm sure since this is biblical, and there is a promise, whatever God's promises, He will fulfill because God is not a liar. So whatever He promised, He will fulfill. Now, what makes Legande different from other companies in this industry, in the direct selling? Meron kasing masamang connotation na yung pag sinabi, MLM, multi-level marketing, network marketing. Kanina nag-usap kami ni Ms. Timoko. Pyramiding ba yan? Yun na yung connotation lagi. Pagka sinabi mong MLM and network marketing, pyramiding. And that's why we are so different. So different. And because we know the biblical principle that you have to start just like in planting. You have to take care, nurture, especially if you're planting the tree. It takes time to grow. You have to wait. Because God said there's always a time for every season. So, yun yung main difference. And that's the reason why we don't want our members to invest a lot. In-explain nga ako, sabi ko nga, mag-investin ka, 80,000, 7,000, 10,000, ganito dito, and then you buy your position and so on. And then, at the end of the day, ibigyan ka ng cheque, pero pinagmamalaki, yung cheque lang. Ayaw naman makita kung magkano ginastos. So that's the problem. And they end up losing a lot of money because they're going into a business that they don't understand. So that's the main difference. And that's why dito, membership fee lang. Nobody earns from membership. Nobody earns from membership. You earn only when you move the product because marketing is defined as all entrepreneurs, for you to succeed is you have to network. Kung talagang gusto mong maging negosyante, you have to network. You can never succeed without networking. Hindi ba pwede? And even in the practice of our advisory na consultancy, accounting, we have to network a lot. Eh, sa pinakamahirap ibenta, services, intangible. So, in our case, medyo mas madali. The products are good, it's healthy, and it's reasonably priced. No, so, what makes Legande different? He provides aspiring businessmen and entrepreneurs the opportunity to grow big and become successful. Kanya nandito yan, sample pa lang yan. The membership fee, we give more than the membership fee that you pay. In fact, ang lagi kong binabanggit, former Deputy DG si Atty. Pascual sa TESDA, and I asked him, pwede ko bang ipa-register yung mga under TESDA ready yung lahat ng training namin for entrepreneurship? Sabi niya, pwede naman. So, that alone would be stands different from the other networking company. Why Legande is different? We provide employment. Imagine if there are a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of income-generating opportunities, and a lot of employees. Siyempre, pag may maliit na that's why yung small and medium enterprise, sila yung mas maraming pinaprovide na employee. Hindi naman yung talagang malalaking multinational. And that's why in Japan, in China, micro, small, and medium enterprise are encouraged. Kasi sila yung backbone ng economy. In the Philippines, problem. Kasi po nga si Brother Eddie, sabi ko, the problem in the Philippines, we are defective structurally. All the laws, imagine mo, 1968 yung corporation law, and then na-amend lang 2019. Civil code, 1930s pa yata yun. Hindi na mabago. So, lumang-luma yung mga batas, structurally defective. And our educational system is geared towards catering to the multinational requirement. Empleyado. Now is the time. Legande's advocacy is the time to turn the employee to an entrepreneur, to a full-fledged businessman. It's an advocacy on our part. Because when you are an entrepreneur, and I have an entrepreneur brother-in-law here, he did not finish college, but he earns a lot. He earns a lot. He has his own, he is an import business. Malaking bahay, malaking bahay sa akin. Ano siya sa magandang Quezon City. So, negosyante, but he never finished college. So, in short, to be a successful entrepreneur, hindi mo kailangan ng college degree, although it is an advantage, but it does not necessarily, having college degree does not guarantee you to be successful. What makes us different? Legande teaches members virtue of hard work. Hindi yung katulad ng iba dyan. Mag-sponsor ka na mag-sponsor, ganito lang yan, no? Kikita ka na agad. Tapos papakita ko ng Maserati, ng mga Porsche, doon. Eh yung pala, inuhulugan. So, pangkamon lang yung panghay. Kanya nga, pag meron ganyan na lumalapit sa inyo, tatanungin nyo agad. At pinag-i-invest kayo ng 70,000, 80,000, 100,000. Tanungin nyo agad, mahal mo ba ako? Tanungin mo agad, mahal mo ba ako? Kasi kung mahal mo ako, dapat hindi. Kasi if the business is so good, bakit kailangan mo pang recruitin ako? Bakit kailangan mo pa kapag investin mo yan? So, that makes the Legande different. It is also good alternative for OFWs. My heart bleeds pag nakikita ko yung mga OFWs. In 1979, 1980, that's the first time, OCW pa, Overseas Contract Worker. I have the opportunity to be invited na overseas contract worker, accountant. And I have one here na nagpunta ng Saudi. But because, sabi ko nga, paano yan unless di wala nang maiiwan dito magagaling, brain drain yan. It will affect the country in the long term. Why? Because when you're an OFW, ang hirap pumaling and you don't have training kung paano. Ano mangyayari? Ayun nga, meron akong kakahire lang na driver. Tagal niyang OFW sa Saudi, bumalik na siya. 2 years na siya, napagod. Sabi niya, naubos na yung pera niya. Kanya ito, pumasok na lang siya, driver na. naubos na. Hindi prepared. And that's why, sabi ko nga, gusto kong makontak si Mocha Uson eh. Kasi siya is a OFW. To present this program because this is a good alternative. Once we explain that OFWs, even if they are abroad, they can earn. Because we will train the people, their relatives here na walang ginawa kung hindi sumahod at humingi ng pera at sumulat na sumulat sasabihin, kailangan ko ng ganito, kailangan ko ng ganyan. Yung pala, bibili lang ng Nike shoes, mga branded na ako. So, if we're able to train the relatives of the OFW can be the member, they can recruit from among themselves, but the transactions can be made here, and they will earn. So much so that when they come back, they will be able, they have business to work with and to start with. Hindi babalik sila rito. Ano ba ang magandang negosyo? Lahat naman ng negosyo maganda. Depende kung saan ka decline, kung saan ang gift mo. But kung wala kang hirap ka, Legande is here to train you and help you. So, as an OFW, when they come back, they can go and build up their business here while working abroad using their relatives. They can be trained while working abroad to grow their business here when they come back. As an entrepreneur, you have to look for a company. Napakaano ngayon, kung entrepreneur kayo, you will join a group. So, anong kailangan nyo hanapin? First, you have to look for a company. And you have to understand what this company stands for. Its vision and its mission. So, bago kayo sasali, tignan natin kung ano yung kumpanya na yan. Otherwise, palipat-lipat lang kayo. And this is what is really happening. Because, doon pa lang sa pagpili ng kumpanya, may problema na. And when you look at the company, you have to look at the people running the company. What makes them embrace their experience, their reputation, and their track record. The company is as good as its people. And then you have to look at the products. Does these products have value? Does this product have utility? Does it perform what it promised? What's the quality of this product? And what are the income potential for this product? Tatandaan natin ito. Therefore, you have to look for good company. You have to look for good people. You have to look for good products and good income potential. And when you find these four, then you will have very good business. Good company, good product, good people, good business potential, very good business. And this is Legande, where infinite possibilities live. Yan, diyan pumapasok ngayon ang Legande, where infinite possibilities live. The amazing opportunities abound with our natural, pure products, essential oils, life enzyme, focusing on having vital health, total health and wellness experience. The multi-pure line, trusted brand for both household and industrial. This product will bring you towards your financial health and your goals. So we veer away from how a traditional setting and M&M companies work. We are here at Legande primarily to develop and benefit the people. Those who want to be in the business of helping other people to succeed. It is in this business, in Legande. Ito yung bang, ang Pilipino kasi pagka may nakita naging successful, medyo madaling mainggit. And that's why may crab mentality. But here, when you are in this business, the more you see your downlines become successful, the more you will be happy. Why? Because if your downline or if your sponsor becomes successful, okay, then you are more successful. Kanya habang tinutulungan mo sila, lalo kang nagiging successful. Yan ang real essence ng multi-level marketing. Hindi pyramiding, hindi pinagkakakitaan yung tao. Yung tao in a real networking is tinutulungan para maumunlad. And that is what Legande stands for. We offer you with lucrative reward for every hard work done that is truly life-changing. Take note, hard work. Okay? Hindi yan easy money. To us, success means making difference in one's life and be a force behind our entrepreneur's pursuit and drive towards the ultimate achievement of our dreams. If there are changes, these are meant to make things turn around for best. We will walk the path together, hand in hand, amidst trials and comforts. With Legande, you can make another chapter in your life story. A great legacy indeed, and we will stand proud that we are part of your journey. So in this case, you have to dream. Dream big. Aspire. In closing, let me read to you some of the words of Ogmandino. Nag-start pa lang ako mga binabasa ko noon, the greatest salesman. How to win friends and influence people. Kaya mga paborito kong libro. So, I happen to look back again dun sa libro ni Ogmandino to refresh the greatest salesman in the world. Yung iba kasi, pasok nila, MLM, hindi to selling. Talaga naman mahirap pagka yung I'm gonna knock on your door, ring on your bell. Mga millennials, hindi niya alam yun. Kami mga baby boomer, nakakala tayo kasi yung cold calls yun mahirap talaga yun. Nakikita ka pa lang, electrolax ka, tarado na agad, pagka yung mama mo. O kaya yung mga encyclopedia, incidentally before, ang business nila, disisipan, ano yan, encyclopedia. Kasi Sibal group yan Sibal. So, Alimars, yan yung mga millennials na, mga baby boomer lang ang nakakaalam yung Alimars. Okay? Yan yung kalaban ng National Bookstore. Okay, let me read to you a quote. Okay? Ito yung sinasabi. And this is true. Because everybody is a salesman. Mag-a-apply ka pa lang, binibenta mo na yung sarili mo. Kaya, it is a reality. Because selling is influencing. Kaya sabi niya, no other profession has more opportunity, take note, has more opportunity for one to rise from poverty to great wealth than that of a salesman. Kaya yung kinikwento ni Big, totoong-totoo yung salesman na, I will tell you, I have a client. Ang sales niya, billion. Ang laki. Nag-umpisa sa salesman siya ng nung mga tissue paper. Ngayon, rival niya, eating substantial portion of the market share. Salesman lang dati, yung salesman lang. But mind you, matindi. Kaya sabi dito, has more opportunity for one to rise from poverty to great wealth than that of a salesman. And another quote from Ogmandino, wealth should never be the goal in life. Hindi yan ultimate ka, daming pera. You can only drive one car and sleep only in one house at a time. True wealth is of the least, not of the purse. Strive for happiness. So, sabi niya, true wealth is of the heart and not of the purse. Puso ang totoong kayamanan. Strive for happiness, to be loved and to love, and most important, to acquire peace of mind. Biblical. Ang nga ni Jesus Christ, I give you peace, my peace I give to you. Peace that surpasses understanding. Peace that the world cannot give. So yan. Kaya acquire peace of mind.